I hate ASMR videos with a burning passion. I think they're the stupidest thing. I don't get the point of them. That being said, there is a subcategory of ASMR videos that I like. But if you look up unintentional ASMR videos on YouTube, you will come across these videos that for some reason are just tier 1 bangers. They are the Chads of YouTube videos. And these videos are unique in their way of, they're almost surreal. Like you almost don't believe they're real, but they're real videos. And the best part, they're not made with the weird little like, you like that? The scratching. Is that doing it for you? And the whispering. And I hate those. These don't do that. If you go to youtube.com right now, don't know why I said the .com part. If you just go to YouTube, if you type in ASMR, if you type in ASMR, you will get the weirdest. All right, what are you doing, man? 640 views?
Okay. So today is kind of a weird day.
Oh, okay. No. None of that. None of that. We'll have none of that. Like this and this. Whatever this is. But it's just going to be a fountain of... All right, they got me with that one. Not going to lie. I kind of went back on that one. But you'll find stuff like this. Weird, whatever is happening there videos. I don't get them, but that's what these are. However, you type in unintentional ASMR. Now we're on to something. Because these aren't people who are doing the weird thing with the... How's that working for you, huh? You like that, big boy? They're not doing that. You will come across videos like this, right? And you'll notice our ping pong friend is here. That's how I found that video. But if you just scroll through, you're going to notice they're just regular people doing their thing. And it's so much more interesting than the other ASMR videos. Once you get to the unintentional ASMR category, you'll start finding these banger videos to look at. I found one. I kind of skipped through it real quick, so I haven't seen it yet. But I know, you know a banger when you see a banger, and I know that this is going to be a banger. This is called R.I.P Mother Angelica Religious Catalog Compilation. Now, I don't know who Mother Angelica is, but I know it's going to be fantastic, especially because she is posted up, right, immediately posted, and it's gangster. Let's get into it, see what's going on here.
Reminder of the love of Jesus in your house and in your heart.
And now, here's Mother Angelica.
Oh,
Well, welcome to our religious catalog show.
thank you for having me.
And don't forget that this is a service, so please don't let it replace your contribution to EWTN. But this is a reminder. You say, well, what's a little flower? It's a reminder. You know, if you had a baby,
reminder of
didn't
what?
want to name him,
You didn't
you
remind
go
me.
through these books. I wouldn't.
Mother Angelica. What? You didn't... It's a reminder of what? What? She said it's a reminder like 4 times. What is it a reminder of? What am I being reminded of?
I think when that happens, he just wants to smooch. That's all. The
Who?
devil is ugly. That's why you see.
Go back.
Just wants to smooch. That's all.
Who wants a smooch?
I think when that.
Mother Angelica, you can't be just kissing Jesus on the cross, saying, I think he just wants a smooch. You can't do that. You can't do that. I don't think you could. You might be able to do that. You are a nun. You got the full nun garb. They might allow that. It's a weird thing to see. I love her.
Rosaries. The link is full of Lourdes water.
I need you to know that I've never heard anybody. I went to Catholic school for 1 year in 2nd grade, and I've never heard anybody refer to holy water as the Lord's water. In fact, I would refrain against it. I don't like that. That sounds terrible. Isn't the Lord's water wine?
You have to have blue rosaries, you know. Now,
Do
if
you?
you look,
Do you have to have blue? I keep pausing it, but do you have to have blue rosaries? Is that a rule? I feel like I had a rosary and it was red. Is that bad?
that this water is really miraculous water. There was no water until Bernadette went in the ground and started scratching and eating that terrible weeds, really.
Who are you talking about? Who's Bernadette? Who is she digging for? What is Mother Angelica? You need to lay off the holy water. You're drinking that too much. Who's Bernadette?
The enemy of God, the devil, is ugly. That's why you see so much ugly stuff around. People pay thousands and thousands of dollars to make something look ugly. Oh.
Mother Angelica has beef. I like her. She's a feisty one. Ugh. Did you see how she did that? Ugh. People spend thousands and thousands of dollars making things look ugly. Ugh. It's the devil.
Sure need the Lord.
We sure do, Mother
All of
Angelica.
us
We sure
need the
do.
Lord. Now here is another
Amen.
Lord's rosary. Oh,
We got
isn't that
3.
pretty?
See, this one's not blue.
This is
This one's not blue. This one's not blue. She said they had to be blue. This one's not blue, Mother Angelica. You lied to me. That's a sin. It's one of the commandments, I think. Could not tell you.
Our Lady let that water come out of ground that was so dry. Bernard had to dig and dig and dig.
I was willing to let it slide the first time. All right, Mother Angelica. But now this is twice that you have mentioned this Bernadette fellow and not have explained to me who she is and why she keeps digging for water underground. I mean, what is this? You just got her out. You got Bernadette out there just hand digging for the Lord's water? That's why it's called the Lord's water. It ain't holy water. 'Cause Bernadette's got to dig for it.
It's radiating some of the blue from here. It's really beautiful.
I knew you'd mention the blue, Mother Bernadette.
Olive wood, commemorating the birth of Jesus 2,000 years ago. It's common wood, and I think we all need something from our roots. Our roots started in Jerusalem.
Mother Angelica, I don't mean to be that guy, but if I go onto my phone and I go to 23andMe, you said our roots all come from Jerusalem. However, if I pull up my ancestry report, I'm noticing that you said, what was it, Jerusalem? Jerusalem is not on my list. We got British and Irish, Scandinavian, how fun is that? Italian, makes sense. We do have Egyptian, which is interesting to me, but we have that in there somewhere. But I'm not seeing Jerusalem. In fact, I'm not... Okay, I will give you this, Mother Angelica. It says 1% Levantine, and it's got just a bit of Israel right there. All right, Mother Angelica, you win this round. Noticed that I haven't cussed. And I don't know if it's because Mother Angelica is watching, or maybe I don't want to, just because she's such a sweet lady that I just couldn't bring myself to do it. And
So you get all this, not moving from your living room. I think that's awesome.
oh, I bet you do, Mother Angelica. She's like, you can get all this without even leaving your room, which is great. She's like, I'd do this. This is my house. She's like, I wouldn't film this anywhere but my house. All those poinsettias in the background, mine.
Not moving from your living room. I think that's awesome. These are holy things. I think they are. Because they come from his place.
I don't like the way she said that. They come from his place. Little look she gave the camera. They come from his place. Whose place? Whose place, Mother Angelica? I like to imagine she's not talking about like Jesus or something. Like she's just talking about like Tim from down the road. Like they come from his place. Look at her head. She's like, they won't know, but I know. I know, Mother Angelica. You meant Tim's place. I know Tim's got all the holy objects. He got everything you can need. He has them in his jacket. Flashes them out. What do you need today, boys? Got some rosaries. Got some crucifixes. Got a couple stakes in the back. I even got a cross. If you're trying to get posted up.
So, this is a watch.
Yes, Mother Angelica. That is a watch.
Here's a man's watch.
Mother Angelica, in no universe is that a man's watch. But I'll keep listening.
But this is a reminder. You say, well, what's a watch, a little flower? It's a reminder of someone who loves God in a special way.
Mother Angelica, you can't say this is a reminder of someone who loves God while making direct eye contact with the camera, then go take a sip of tea while still making direct eye camera with... I like her. She's cool. She's a cool lady.
She tells what our Lord said to her.
Was that the best image you guys had? The blurry, I can't even read it. That was the blurriest photo. Did you guys sneeze? You couldn't retake it? Did you lose the watch immediately after?
So you're only wearing one medal, but you're really wearing 3. Now this one here has it.
Not 1, not 2, but 3 medals you're wearing, but you can hide it as 1. That way you can go through security. Oh, only 1 medal allowed here. You walk through security, splay it out. 3 medals now. Easy clap. Easy money.
Isn't this pretty?
It's very pretty.
You can have your car keys on this, protect them from the enemy. It's this is a.
Who's after you, Mother Angelica? Who's the enemy? Oh, I imagine the devil's the enemy, but the way she said it was so nefarious. Like there's another enemy out there. Like Tristan from down the road. She's like, you want these. You put these on your keychain. They'll protect you. Tristan will come out you. You're going to start doing swipe or no swipe, and it's not going to work on him. But you bust out this medal, he's gone. He gets out of there. He skedaddles.
Every time you put your key in the ignition, you can think of St. Michael crushing the head of Satan. And it's a little St. Michael crushing the head of Satan.
I get that it's Satan, but like, I don't know. There was something about Mother Angelica saying crushing the head of Satan that kind of got me there. Mother Angelica's got a bit of a wild side, let me tell you. Hey, that's a nice medal. What's on there? Oh, it's just Michael crushing the head of Satan. I love Jesus. I love him.
And he suffered for us on the cross. So
he suffered for us on the cross. She was having flashbacks. She remembered. She was there. She helped string him up. That's why she's a nun now. She's repenting.
When we begin to water down the miracles of Jesus, we're in trouble. A lot of trouble.
A lot of trouble. What kind of trouble we get into, Mother Angelica? Once you start watering down those miracles, Mother Angelica will come. She'll show up to your door. She'll knock that door down. She'll huff and she'll puff.
And we need to sell it to you. Why?
Mother Angelica, you slipped. You made a little slip there. You have to sell it. We have so many. No one is buying this book. We need to get rid of them. Mother Angelica, you let a little greed out there for a second there. You only saw the money stacking up. You let it out a little bit. We need to sell it. Get them off the shelves. Get them out of here. Start shipping out. She tried to save face there at the end. She was like, I have to see if I have to sell them for good reasons.
Not for our sake, but for yours. And what is it about? Well, it's about confession. So this is the little tiny book you may want to have.
Is there a sin that you've committed that you need to tell me? Tell Mother Angelica? Is that what you're saying? You make me sick.
Catholic devotions. That's this one. 3 books.
3 of them?
A pocket book of Catholic prayers. Real Catholic prayers.
Real ones, not
and
fake.
Here's one of
We don't have bootleg prayers here.
Catholic novenas. Everything you ever wanted. All in 3 little books.
How did you know that was everything I ever wanted, Mother Angelica? I've always just wanted those 3 Catholic books.
St. Anthony, Dymphna.
It's just a side note, but that doll, that statue of, I'm assuming, Jesus, just right there, right next to her, is terrifying. It looks real. And it's just waiting for Mother Angelica to not be paying attention before Annabelle's her.
Here is a book. It says The Life of Saint Bernadette Soubirous in her own...
Is that Bernadette? Is that the Bernadette? The one who was digging for the Lord's water? Finally get some closure. Her face looks like she was digging for some holy juice. What did she call it? Lord's water? Lord's juice? Lord's water. You guys know where I found that water? It was out behind the house. Could have got a shovel, but instead I decided to just start digging. Wouldn't want it to go to waste now, would we? That's what it looks. That's what her voice looks like.
Some pictures of it. This is real photographs.
Is it you? Are we going to find out at the end of this Mother Angelica has been Bernadette this whole time? This whole ploy is just to be that Mother Angelica is Bernadette? How wild would that be? That'd be a twist.
She was very, very, very smart. She didn't give the appearance, but...
That's a nice way of calling her ugly or dumb. I don't know what that was. She was very, very smart. You wouldn't think so by the way she looked, but she was.
And you can follow her from birth to death.
The internet has ruined me. As soon as she said, you can follow her, I immediately in my head was like, you can follow her on Instagram, Twitch, Twitter, all of the above.
One time, she was near the gate, and the gate was open.
What
and
gate?
There was a wall there, and somebody said to her,
You're missing part of the story.
Any chance of me seeing Bernadette? And Bernadette said, yes, if you just wait here, you'll see her go right through that gate. And then she walked through. I thought that was funny.
Oh, I'm sure you
She had
did.
a sense of humor. There were no 18 apparitions. That's a lot. And they thought she was crazy. They thought she was possessed. They thought everything. But she saw Our Lady.
Let's be honest here. Let's think about this logically. I am not a religious person. I don't believe in any of that stuff. This is a book in her own words. If we look at the way Bernadette looking right now, and she said that she saw 18 ghosts, I'm going to go ahead and say she was crazy. Judgment call? You can yell at me if you want, but I believe she might have been crazy. I hate to disagree with Mother Angelica. I really do. It pains me in here, but looking at those eyes, talk about 18 ghosts, like it's some Christmas song, she might have been a little bit loony. Bit of the fruit bat. I don't think she was possessed. I'll save you there. But a little crazy.
You know, if you had a baby, didn't know what to name him, you can go through these books. I wouldn't suggest Saint Fructuosos. I don't know. Sounds like a lot of sugar, doesn't it?
She's just the coolest lady. She's just fun. I wouldn't recommend Saint Fructuoso. Sounds like a lot of sugar to me. A little bit of the fructose syrup. She making big word jokes. God, she is cool.
Guess who it's written on?
No clue.
You're right. Bob and Penny Thorne.
I didn't get to guess. And who did you say this was by?
Guess who it's written on? You're right. Bob and Penny Thorne. There's one thing about their...
Who's Bobby Pennythorne? He would not have been my first 1,000. He would have never been a guess. I'd have never guessed the name. I've never heard of the name. Sounds like she made it up.
This is made of pewter here. This one here is... Oh, hey, pretty good for my age, you know?
They kept that in. They didn't cut that. Mother Angelica over here tossing Jesus. Mother Angelica, shame on you. Shame on you. Tossing Jesus. I can't believe they kept that in. They probably sold it.
Here is... Whoops. Hey, pretty good for my age, you know? Look at that. I caught it. I think when that happens, he just wants a smooch. That's all.
The immortal words of Mother Angelica in sending us off is if you ever drop a statue of Jesus, your crucifix, give him a smooch. That's what he wants. That's what he wants. You drop Jesus, you give him a smooch. Drop everybody, you give him a smooch. That's the takeaway of this video as I end it with that banger. The takeaway from this video is that if you ever drop something, you end it with a smooch. Doesn't matter what it is, doesn't matter who it is, you smooch them. That's what I want you to take from this. That's what I want everything about this to be. Smooch whoever you drop. Angelica died in 2016, R.I.P. But she's where, I guarantee you, if there's heaven, she made it. She's there. She's up at the door. That's everything I had. It's been fun. You can check me out on Twitch. See some of my other videos. I got some more ideas coming in the future. Let me know what you thought. It's been a blast. I'll see you later. Remember, you drop anybody, you smooch them. R.I.P Mother Angelica. Stay wet out there. I don't know what that was. Stay wet out there, I guess. You heard me. You know I'm sticking to it. Stay wet out there.